Hi, this is Kyle Grove again with another day in the life of building Cutline. So today I wanted to show you how we build Cutline, our build system. And in this case, we're using GitHub Actions for our builds. GitHub Actions is nice because it has integration with GitHub where we do our version control. This means when we push any code to a remote, whether it's our main branch or staging branch, we automatically trigger a build. And that's very desirable for a set of reasons. One is that it's a set of faster steps, it's faster to execute. But the other, and maybe more important reason, is that it makes our system simpler to reason about. All of the things that we do in building a startup are about reducing and managing complexity. And so, to the extent that we have manual steps in anything, builds or otherwise, we're introducing uncertainty because we don't know what step we execute necessarily when. Having a build system with a set of targets that's written down in a file, like this GitHub YAML file, makes it really easy to reason about. We can reason that a particular build launched at a particular time had these outputs or effects, and that makes it much easier to reason about. So our build system needs to manage both main and staging. The reason to have a staging branch is we need a branch that we can preview code changes onto that's not disruptive to our users who are going to be on our main branch. And we want the build system to always pick up the right configuration for a branch and push it automatically. And that's how we have this set up. You see that it's loading an environment. It could either be the main environment or the staging environment. And most of picking up that environment is really picking up the set of secrets and variables that we need to pick up. For security reasons, it's a big security no. We don't want to encode secrets in a plain text build script. We pick up our secrets from GitHub Secrets, which is just a cache of all of our secrets and variables that's very well encoded and very well secured. And the environment knows when to pick up the right variables. And the reason that we're able to do that is that we use what are called environment scoped secrets / environment scoped variables. So we don't hard code the name, production, or staging into our variables. We just have a given secret. It might be our Firebase API key. And there's a production and a staging version of that. And we scope the environment in GitHub Secrets, and then our GitHub build script just knows how to pick up the right environment and the right set of variables and apply them. From there, we have two main build jobs in this script. We have to build a backend and a front end. Our backend is in Google Cloud Functions, and so you see this deploy functions script. It's basically finding all of the backend functions that we'll need to run, including both asynchronous functions as well as scheduled functions, and it's going through and configuring and building all of those. And we have some helper functions that make that easier to manage. And then we're going to build our front end. Our front end is managed in Firebase hosting. So it's as simple as picking up the environment variables again that are relevant to our front end. We go and we'll do an npm run build the front end, which in this case is in TypeScript. And then we have the set of configurations for the hosting environment that will deploy the front end, will deploy the site to. And that's a brief whirlwind tour of building Cutline in production and staging. In a future video, we'll do a deep dive into how we use a system called Terraform to manage IAM for us. But that's it for today. Thank you so much.